Right, Mr. Reed, the on-call consultant's on his way up to see you.
But he's still in so much pain. Didn't any of your tests tell you what it is?
We're still waiting for the results, but when they're back, we should have a better idea.
Mr. Reed, I'm Diane, General Surgical Consultant.
Where's Clifford?
He asked me to cover for him. I understand you've been experiencing severe abdominal pain.
It came on this evening.
I've done an FBC, amylase, urea, electrolytes, but we're still waiting for the results.
Way ahead of you. Do you mind if I just feel your tummy?
So do you know what's wrong yet?
The results indicate sepsis from a possible bowel obstruction. We're going to try and make you as comfortable as we can, and then Miss Naylor will be back to set up an ultrasound. Right, thank you.
So how's this going to work if you're the on-call consultant?
Then you're my registrar.
That's ridiculous.
No one else seems to think so. Can you let me know when the ultrasound's ready? How are we doing?
It's not as clear as it could be.
You say the pain only began this evening?
That's right.
I'd say we're dealing with acute sigmoid diverticulitis, possibly with a pericolic abscess. Mr. Reed, I'm afraid that we're going to have to take you into theatre to deal with it.
But the pain he's described could also be caused by a sealed perforated ulcer. Maybe if we did a CT scan or an X-ray.
I don't want to keep the patient waiting whilst we look for other causes. The ultrasound shows a distended sigmoid.
But it doesn't rule out an ulcer.
Yes, I know, but it's extremely unlikely that a patient of Mr. Reed's age and history would suddenly develop an ulcer at the same time as diverticulitis, and I don't want to waste any time doing extra unnecessary tests. Excuse us. So can you contact theatre and try and find out when they've got a slot to fit Mr. Reed in? Donna? You do realise that every patient has a right to confidentiality, regardless of who they may be?
Yeah, of course. We were just talking about Valentine's Day. Yeah. So have you got anything special planned, Miss Lloyd?
No, not really.
Well, sure, let's get loads of cards from secret admirers and stuff.
Actually, I did get some chocolates from an anonymous person.
Really? Well, I guess there's someone for everyone.
They weren't actually anonymous. I think they were just to thank you for covering his shift.
Oh, so much for getting promoted on merit. Read's most recent results.
That's right.
Kidney function has deteriorated further. I'm missing something. Mr. Reed, can I just ask you said the pain came on this evening.
That's right.
And you've never experienced any of these symptoms in the past?
We've been over all this with the other doctor.
You're not on any medication at the moment, but I noticed from your results that you suffer from arthritis in your hands.
Yeah, comes and goes.
And you were prescribed diclofenac for that while you're in...
In prison, yeah.
Have you been taking that at all recently?
Now and again.
He only needs it when his hands are really bad. But then, when his hands are bad, he can't even open the bowl.
Thank you. Hi, yeah, this is Jac Naylor and Keller. Is there any chance of getting a rushed film on a surgical patient?
Are those for me?
Thank you. Read 'em and weep, Miss Lloyd. Hey, Sam, what do you know about diclofenac?
Sorry?
Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory.
What about it?
Well, how often does normal use result in peptic ulcers, kidney disease, and damage to the sigmoid?
Well, if you're AD, then...
No, his toxicology was negative.
Either he's extremely unlucky, or I'd say he's been repeatedly exceeding the dose, but it would have to be over the course of months.
Mr. Clifford,
I'm wondering when I'd hear from you. What have you got?
Yes, well, I don't appreciate taking orders from someone less qualified than I am. It's a joke.
Acting consultant. Trumps registrar every time. You know that, don't you?
Well, a new job title doesn't make her the better search.
Job titles are the foundation of hospital hierarchy. Besides which, Diane
is a superb diagnostician. She doesn't second-guess herself or hedge her bet. She's got good gut instincts, which she acts upon. And she has a better grasp of patient psychology than you will ever manage.
What makes you say that?
Olive, my darling, I love you dearly, but you're a bit of a cold fish.
What's going on here? Don't look at me. The sooner I'm out of this place, the better. Do you
yet that so-called nurse tried to get my dad to eat when he's supposed to be having surgery.
It's all right, Kim. No harm done.
I'm sure it was just an oversight.
Kim, why don't you go and get yourself a coffee or something? You look done in.
No, I want to be here when they take you through.
But you've got 5 minutes, haven't you, Doctor?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, I'll go stretch my legs. I won't go far.
Well, your daughter certainly takes good care of you.
Better than I deserve.
Mr. Reed, can I just check about your arthritis medication? Do you know what dosage the tablets are?
Couldn't tell you. It'll be on the bottle, I guess.
And I don't suppose you have that with you.
Sorry, no.
Right, well, maybe Kim will remember. Take it easy.
Where's the blood coming from, Miss Naylor?
It's fine, I've got it.
Donna, call theatre, tell them to bring our slot forward, please.
I wanted to check a few things, so I didn't call theatre.
Oh, I see. Well, any doubts you may have had about the patient's diagnosis seem to be irrelevant now that he's vomiting blood. Didn't you say? Donna, tell them we're on our way.
Yeah, sure. Can you prep Mr. Reed for theatre, please?
So did you find out anything new about his condition?
Actually, no.
Fairly pointless delay then, wasn't it? Don't ever try and score points at the patient's expense. There's no obvious point of perforation.
Really?
Well, the sigmoid's definitely reactive, but it seems to be intact. I don't know where this is coming from.
Do you think we could be dealing with something else, like, oh, I don't know, a peptic ulcer?
I'm just checking the stomach and the duodenum.
That'd probably be a lot easier if you extend your incision northwards.
Hang on, I can feel something. I have a knife, please. Extending the incision.
Look at that.
The patient had a giant duodenal ulcer.
It's a beauty.
This doesn't make any sense. And also this site he would have been in agony for months, and he said that the pain only started this evening.
Oh, it beats me. Then what's the plan?
Well, we can't close it with stitches. The diameter's well over 1.5 centimetres. I think the best option would be a Finney procedure.
Well, that's risky with this amount of information. Are you sure you don't want to call for backup?
Suction, please. Can you try and reach Mr. Clifford, please? I might need some advice.
Maybe some of those unnecessary tests mightn't have been a bad idea.
Missing an eagle putt on the par 5 18th.
Swab. I think we stopped the bleed. We've got a giant duodenal ulcer. I managed to mobilise the duodenum, but then we had a bleed.
Which you've stopped?
Yeah, we've covered the IVC.
You still think a Finney's the way to go?
Yeah, I do.
I agree. Okay, go ahead. Let's get some music on.
I have a 2-0 Vicryl, please, and forceps.
What do we have here?
Very appropriate. That's a very low and large incision you've made there, Miss Holly.
Well, I was only expecting to do a sigmoid colectomy.
The extraorbital gas under the diaphragm?
I decided to proceed on the evidence from the ultrasound.
So much for gut instinct.
This is the infamous Philip Reed, isn't it?
The one and only.
Not a fan, are you, Olive?
Oh, what's not to like? The man knocks off his wife and then claims she drove him mad and can't remember what happened.
If it was the other way around, the abused wife who finally cracks and goes for hubby with a carving knife, should you get your sympathy?
It's hardly the same.
Why not? There's many different kinds of abuse. There's physical, but there's also mental and emotional.
I'm sure that Jack's already familiar with most of those.
There's still no urine output, Miss Lloyd.
Renal failure, too.
So it would seem. But it can't be from the surgery.
What's he been doing to himself?
I have no idea. He said that the pain only started this evening.
Not much you can do if you lie to you, is there? Well handled, Miss Lloyd. I hope you're taking notes, Olive.
I understand you take diclofenac for your arthritis. Well, that could cause these kinds of problems if you regularly exceeded the stated dose.
Only take it now and then.
But is it possible that you could have mixed up the dose?
No.
What about Kim? Perhaps she could have made a mistake.
Well, no, definitely not. She's very careful about these things.
Well, then we have to consider the possibility that she's been giving it to you deliberately.
My daughter's not responsible for this. You made a mistake.
But we do have to try and find out who is responsible, Mr. Reed.
Just stop this.
So is he okay? We're going to keep him closely monitored, and we'll know more in a few hours. Okay, thank you.
So, what do you reckon? Attempted suicide or attempted murder?
Could still be an accident.
How? This must have been going on for months.
Okay, I think a psychiatric consult's probably a good idea as well.
Who for?
Let's start with the patient. I want you to keep an eye on him.
I'm not here to babysit.
Jack, just do it.
Donna? Listen, can you keep an eye on Mr. Reed for me? I'll fetch check on him later. Thank you. Mr. Reed?
Just stay back.
No.
Stay back.
Dad, what are you doing?
She shouldn't be here. Make her go.
Please, Mr. Reed, just put them down, okay?
Dad? Please don't. We will get through this, I promise. You can't just give up. You can't just leave me.
I don't deserve you.
You didn't know what you were doing. You just lashed out.
We were in the living room. She was telling me about Craig, laughing in my face. I hated her so much. And she went upstairs to the bathroom.
Dad, please.
I took the wrench and I followed her.
Please, Dad.
I knew what I was doing, Kim. I wanted to kill her.
No, that's not how it was.
I'm a murderer. I murdered your mother. And I don't deserve to live. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you'll live. Just a bit shocked.
Yes, thanks for that.
You might have mild concussion from the fall, so any nausea, dizziness.
I know the drill.
And it might be an idea to try and avoid electrical appliances for a while. See you tomorrow.
Right. Go on, Adam. You look like you need cheering up.
Well, where did these come from?
A drug rep left them. The labels were smudged, so Maria's putting them in people's lockers as a sort of Valentine thing.
Donna, you just made my day.